So if you're a student, you thank them because they're making a sacrifice for you and they're doing awesome things for you. So after this, give them a big hug. Give them a big Moeller hug. They deserve it. Second thing is the importance of relationships. So I've come up with this rule, and I call it the 90-10 rule. And it goes 90% of your happiness or success in life is who you're with. And 10% is where you are, the situation you're in. So no matter where you are, that's what makes Moeller so great. Moeller has the 90%. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. If you're with Moeller people, you have the 90%. The second thing, there's a professor at UC who told us this, and he preaches it all the time. I think about it all the time. And he says, if you have two to three true friends who you can open yourself up to entirely, you will be rich in life. Like, what does that mean, open myself up entirely to? It sounds like Kairos all the time. No. So if a person knows, like, they know all your vices, and you know all theirs, and you call each other out and try to make each other better. Or when you have a success, and they're right alongside you celebrating, you know there isn't an ounce of jealousy or resentment in them. They're just genuinely happy for all the success you've had, and you do the same for them. They give you the hard feedback that other people don't want to give you, and they make sacrifices for you. They show up as a friend. If you have 2 to 3 of those people in your life and you're thinking about them right now, hold on to them forever. Favorite Forrest Gump quote, Bubba was my best good friend, and even I know that ain't something you can find just around the corner. So if you have those people, you let them know and you hold on to them, because those are rare people in your lives. So hold on to them, please. The last point on the importance of relationships is meaningful, lasting change can only happen in a group setting. So if you think of any notable business or social change, innovation, whatever happens, it happened in a group. No one does it alone. So the next time, like, a teacher says, hey, get in a group for this, like, I always hated that and I'd grown. And I started to reframe it a little bit, like, okay, this, when you have to work in a group, it's just practice for changing the world in a group setting. Next thing I want to talk about is how to put yourself in great situations. And this is something that some people do a lot better than others. And here's my favorite quote. I love quotes, read them all the time. If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes and learn how to do it later. Richard Branson said that. I think that is the perfect mentality, and I think Moeller does a good job of instilling that in students. But if you have something that's so good, don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, someone else is going to snatch it. Say, yep, I'll do it, and use the drive you have, and go out and accomplish it. You can do it. So I have a fun story. I've had some heartfelt stuff. I have a more fun one that I'll tell you real quick. Just an example, maybe you can apply it. So I go to UC, I'm in Sigma Chi, a fraternity there. I was elected for homecoming chair, had no idea what I was doing. This was last year. A big part of that is you have to make the homecoming float. And ours had always been awful. They were like falling apart. Like, you make them out of like 2x4s and plywood, and you put the tissue paper and the chicken wire, make designs, all that stuff. And so everyone hated doing it. It wasn't really fun. 5 people get stuck doing it. So I improvising here, and I was like, you know what? Let's get a car. So I'm trying to find a car. And it's impossible on Craigslist. These people, I'm like in Batavia trying to get cars. This is bad. So I'm playing basketball, and this basketball nails this car. I'm like, oh, whose is that? I'm like, oh, it's just Sach's car. Sach is a Indian exchange student who goes to UC, who's in Sigma Chi. He, because of his visa, whatever it is, he can't have a job unless it's on university. So he's always struggling for money. So we're like, in his car, the transmission went out and he wasn't able to get a 4-day to replace. His car only works in first and second gear. So I have the brain blast, like, perfect. It's a parade. All we would need is first and second gear. So I was like, Sach, look at Clay's Google value. He's like, it's worth $600. I'm like, okay, that's not sure. Look it up. It's worth $200. That's fine. We'll tell his treasurer, you need the money. Hey, the car's worth $600. Can you give him $600? Yeah, sure, perfect. So we get it out there. It's a 1999 Buick LeSabre, and we took a hack buzzers. I don't know what it was, but we made it into a convertible. And then we cut the trunk off, and then we took the seats out, and we had room so we could have 8 people in there at all times. And we just got a bunch of spray paint and some painter's tape, and we meshed this thing up. We got giant the pipes, you know what I'm talking about?
PVC.
Thanks you guys. Had those, and we had those as field goals, and we were going through the parade. We're on our way to the parade, and it's up a hill. And on the way up the hill, the transmission goes out, and we were just stuck in the middle of traffic. We were going first. There were 8 of us in this car, just in the middle of traffic. The transmission goes out, so everyone's going, taking a turn in shotgun, driving it, trying to figure it out. And I get up there, and I put it in reverse, and reverse still works. So we went through this entire parade backwards, 8 of us, through down Clifton to MLK to Jefferson to Calhoun. And when the parade ended, we're sitting there, 8 of us in this car, and normal, they had like unblocked, and it was normal traffic patterns again. And we asked this cop, like, how do we get this car back to our house, like on the other side of campus? He goes, drive it. So we drive this thing, 8 of us in this car, reverse all the way back to the house. We park it in the front yard, the alumni are loving it. We sell hits of this on the car with a baseball bat, with a sledgehammer, for $5. And they were at this the entire day. We raised $200 doing that, and then we scrap it and get $300 for the scrap because it was the heaviest car ever, a 1999 Buick Sabre. And we made a profit on this thing. So all I'm saying, what are the takeaways from this? The Richard Branson, I get appointed in this position. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I said, yeah, I'll do it, and I'll figure it out later. And what would we do? We figured it out later. Be flexible. Mike Tyson said this, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. You're gonna get punched in the face, and you'll rebound from it, and you'll be just fine. And then the biggest thing is positivity. So when everything you do, and I'll say this and people will come into your mind, there are people who are fountains, and there are people who are drains. And the people who are very fun to be around and who naturally attract people to them and you want to be on their team, they're fountains. And the people who are negative and people are like, I don't really like this person, they're drains. So surround yourself with fountains, be a fountain yourself, and you'll do well. Last thing, for all the young guys in here, I have a little message from the future. When you're going to be 20, this is what you'll be thinking. So I've been to the future. It's unbelievable for you guys. It is entirely unscripted. You get a ton of opportunity and a ton of freedom. And the coolest thing is you get to decide what it looks like. You're responsible for what you do, what you don't do. And you can make the future whatever you want. Decide what you want right now. Don't just go through the motions. Decide what you want right now and get after it. Start connecting what you love to do. I don't care if it's cars, I don't care if it's cooking, I don't care if you want to start your own business. Find what you want to do, and then find how you can make that vision for your future. Discover your gifts and how you can use those. But I'll tell you what the biggest challenge is. You identify a gift, or you see someone else who does very, very well for themselves. And you're like, why can't I do that? You can do that, but just use a different gift, because not everyone has the same gift, and it's hard because you get blindsided. Like, you know what? Sam Hubbard, I graduated with him, but I'm not playing football at Ohio State. Oh, he has a little bit of different figure than I do, okay? That's just how it is. So you're gonna have those, and the hardest thing to do in high school and college is the perfect time to figure it out. Find your gifts. So be fountains, find your gifts. Remember, if you have 2 to 4 people who you can open yourself up to, you're gonna be rich in life. And when opportunity presents itself, take it. You can learn the rest later. Donors, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting younger versions of me. Go Mo.